Hey guys, how are you? I just made a post on my personal account where I asked a woman by the name of Trina Gerbhardt, or however you pronounce her last name. Um, I guess she made some comments on a post where she says that her and her criminal hate group named Fraud at the Border, they have a criminal hate group against me that they've had for about 2 years. They say that if I go away, I'm assuming that means if I stop making videos, if I get away from this political arena, they will leave me alone. And by leaving me alone, I mean they've been nonstop harassing me for the last 2 years, slandering me, running smear campaigns against me, lying to courts against me, filing restraining orders in California, filing orders of protection in other states under false claims, under frivolous claims. And she has just stated on a comment that if I go away, they will leave me alone. I guess, again, by going away, she means I no longer make political videos. I am no longer involved in this, political world that for whatever reason they feel they have control of when it comes to me. Well, guess what? You know that I have not been very active recently because I'm busy, because I have a million things to take care of with my personal life. As you all know, I have an animal shelter. I go to school. I currently have 50 animals that I take care of in my animal shelters. For those of you who don't know, I have my page pALoMA for Trump Dogs, where I'm constantly busy, constantly active. And she has directly said to me that if I go away, they will leave me alone. So that's their ultimatum. pALoMA for Trump, you go away, and then we'll leave you alone. We'll stop suing you, using the court system against you. Guys, they go everywhere I go, everywhere I've been over the past year and a half. They will serve me with something. They will film it. They will try to ridicule me. I go to court. These cases get dismissed, but they do it over and over and over again. It started with two psychos in the East Coast who started recruiting people to do this. They've gone to courts, claimed that I have had same-sex relationships with them when that's absolutely false. I'm straight as straight can be. I've never had a gay relationship with anybody. But now they've been very clear about it. And so, as you know, Baldy, this Trina woman is directly related and a groupie of Oscar L. Blue. Well, Oscar L. Blue, I have news for you. I'm not going anywhere, buddy. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. And if I've been away, is because I've chose to do that, not because you have any control over my life or anybody has control over my life. Unlike you, who spends your days asking for money on the internet, scamming people, sleeping with women to get money from them, asking for money for equipment that you don't even get, asking for money for trips that you don't even get. See, unlike you, I have a life. You see, unlike you, I have a productive life, okay? I don't spend my life attacking, targeting whoever comments on my political pages and then hit them up for money or meet with any of them at hotels in Tijuana like you do and sleep with them. I don't steal computers from them. I don't beg for money on the internet like you do for making videos, political videos, or for going out to the border and showing the same thing over and over and over and over again, making up stories, making up news. I mean, just one of the most fraudulent platforms you're going to find out there. But this lady just said directly on a comment that if I go away, they will leave me alone. Well, again, this is a message for you, Oscar Blue, because I know she's one of your groupies, and for whatever reason you feel you have to get me, a woman, out of the way, because you only became known after I went viral in Tijuana. I don't see why you weren't doing this before I went viral. I mean, I've been doing this for years. I was documenting what was going on at the border and sharing it with my followers since 2016. Why weren't you doing the same? Where were you? But when you saw me go viral in 2018 and you saw how many thousands of people were following me and how many millions of views I was getting on my videos, you decided January 1st of 2019 that you were going to do the same thing after I went viral in 2018, November of 2018. So no, I'm not going anywhere. And I'm going to tell you something. Since you are so relentless on trying to take me down, whether it's with harassment, stalking, threats, they post pictures of my car, they post pictures of what they think is my house, of the streets where they think I live, they stalk every event that I go to. One of Oscar's groupies was removed from an event in San Diego, the last one I went to, by the San Diego Police Department. They try to file for restraining orders. They can't find me to serve me. I mean, they will stop at nothing to try to get me to go away, just like the Democrats do sometimes. So no, Oscar, I'm not going anywhere. And you're doing the complete opposite. If this is your way of getting me to go away so you can be the only reporter in Tijuana because for whatever reason you are so intimidated by me. I mean, I understand. I've had millions of views on my videos. You've never had that. You've worked for what, 2 years now, and you're barely starting to build that following that I built in 2 weeks. I had 70,000 followers in a month. You've worked for 2.5 years and you're barely getting to 60,000. Do you want to know why? Because people recognize real. And no matter how many shows you put on and no matter what you do, people know you're just not real, you know, and those people that you fool and that you take money from and you've scammed hundreds and hundreds of people and you've lied to them and you've told them you're going to pay your phone bill and you've told them you're going to travel and you don't travel. And in the meantime, you were collecting thousands of dollars so they could pay for your pardon with immigration in America because you got caught with international drug trafficking 12 years ago, and you don't know how to get rid of that. And I'm sorry, but that was your choice. You decided as a Mexican citizen with U.S. residency to pack your car with illegal drugs and travel across the U.S. border because you claim that you were hungry, that you needed money. Well, guess what? Everybody needs money. And you don't see us trafficking drugs, okay? Trafficking drugs is not a way to get money, Oscar L. Blue. And threatening me and trying to get me to cancel myself or trying to cancel me as you try to do on those disgusting shows that you had made about me where you called me a human trafficker and you called me a voter fraud and you called me a fraud and a witch and all the things that you did for the last 2 years, Oscar. They're not only not going to work to get me to go away, this is gonna turn into a criminal matter for you again. Okay, so I would suggest without threats and with everything else that you're doing, you just leave me alone, because if you're trying to get me to go away, you're going to accomplish the complete opposite. I'm not going anywhere, Oscar L. Blue. I started doing this from my heart 5 years ago. I love America. I don't use America like you do. I became an American citizen with an impeccable background because I love and respect the American law. I don't just say I do on videos and put my PayPal all over every video so people can donate money to me for sounding like an absolute idiot and faking an accent and saying, Mexico, Mexico. No, I'm real. I've always been real. And because of that, I've gone viral many times. Because of that, my voice has been heard. Because of that, my voice has been respected. Because of that, I've gotten invited to the White House. And because of that, I've earned the name recognition that I have. And you're not gonna kill that with your frivolous restraining orders, with your harassment, with your never-ending harassment of me on social media, with your threats, with your stalking, with making fake pages of my dogs, with making fake pages of me, with doctoring my pictures, with doctoring my body shaming me. You're never gonna get me to go away, Oscar L. Blue. And whatever criminal matters you're making up against me, I will fight them. And you and your group, fraud at the border, that has been exposed for everyone who's a member of it, all of you guys will face criminal consequences, and I will see to that. Okay, you're not going to get me to go anywhere. And thank you for your followers and your groupies and moderators, because we know what they are and they've been there for years. Thank you for directly making a comment and letting me know that that is your intent and that is your intention. I've always known, and sometimes we think, oh, maybe, maybe we're just, maybe we're not, we're thinking things that are not true. But thank you. You just let me know you want me to go away. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Keep on, making up stories at the border. Keep on trying to sound professional. Keep on trying to, rape the American public for money. That's all you've done since the beginning. You've never cared about our cause. You've never cared about our president. What you saw in this was opportunity for you to make money. When I was an activist for 3 years, without a PayPal and without a GoFundMe. You make one video making a fool of yourself, and you put your PayPal all over it because you refuse to get a job and because you refuse to have anyone even dare compete with you. I'm not a competition to you. I'm actually an American citizen. I'm an American citizen who's fighting for her country. I am also a Mexican citizen. I'm not just a Mexican citizen who's crossing the border illegally every other day and lying to the DHS department and telling them that I'm an essential worker. You're not an essential worker, Oscar. Nobody needs you in America. You're in America because you're trying to make money when the border is shut down, and you're lying to DHS about your status. You're lying, saying that you're an essential reporter. Nobody needs your reporting, Oscar. You could report in Mexico and Anthony can report in America. Nobody needs your reporting. You're doing it for fun. You're lying to the authorities. Both President Trump and now Biden have ordered a border shutdown to prevent American citizens from getting infected with coronavirus from Mexico, and you're bringing it back and forth every day, every time you cross. Okay, so you're disrespecting that country that you not only got deported from 12 years ago, and that you got caught trafficking drugs into, and that you went to prison for 4 years for doing so, but you're doing it right now, and you're scamming the American public. So your threats, your whatever you're trying to do to get me to go away, as your buddy Trina Gerbhardt said, that's not going to work. I'm not going to go anywhere. If anything, you just motivate me to do more. There's one thing that motivates people in life like me, and it's haters, and it's people trying to cancel them. You want to try to cancel me? Good luck. I ain't going anywhere. You'll see. Bye, everybody. Take care. And keep on fighting, because whether they are dressed in blue or red, the enemy can come in every shape, size, or form. Remember, wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what they are, okay? And this Mexican citizen has done nothing. This deported drug trafficker Mexican citizen has done nothing but divide our movement for the last 2 years, has done nothing but harass American patriots. Did you know that his best friend Cindy, socialist Cindy, called around trying to get information on all our patriots, such as Jen from Arizona and Elsa from California and Jesse from California and myself, to try to slander us all, to try to attack us all on our stupid show to make a couple $100. And Oscar L. Blue put her up to all of that. Did you hear her say that President Trump was a clown, basically, for filing voter fraud lawsuits, and called them Mickey Mouse lawsuits, and attacked them for the riot at the Capitol, and said that he was, that it was his fault and everything else? That's Oscar Blue's best friend, guys. That's who you're dealing with. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Oscar Blue, you're a fake. I am not going to go anywhere. Good luck, buddy. Good luck trying to get me to go anywhere. I ain't going anywhere. And if anything, now that I know that's what you truly want, you know what, the worst you could do to something like me is tell me not to do something. And what are you going to do? Stalk me? What are you going to threaten that you're going to cut my throat open as you did before because I talk too much? You're not going to shut me up. Isn't that what you tried to do with the smear campaign? You ran against me with your socialist buddy. Didn't you try to get me to shut up and go away, or you were going to cut my throat open? Isn't that what you said you do to people in Mexico when they talk too much? You slash their throats? Well, you're not going to slash my throat, Oscar. And you're not going to plant drugs in my car either, as you told your mistress when you were sleeping with her at a hotel in Tijuana. Okay? You're not going to hurt me to get me to go away. And anything that you try to do to me with fake criminal charges, with this, with that, it's only going to backfire on you. Remember my words. It always has, and it will continue to backfire on every single one of you. You bunch of frauds, bunch of clowns, bunch of criminals. That's what you are. You and your criminal hate group, fraud at the border, every single one of you, which Oscar is not only a leader of, a member of, but that he put his best friend Cindy to run the whole thing and run the biggest smear campaign you could ever think of against anyone, with a bunch of fraudulent, false claims that, how did that end up? You have 20 views on your videos now? So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.